Alright, I'm going to give you a few tricks and tips dealing with the drones. Now, when you have a single slot for the circle, normally for the circle, I do like the lockdown or the suppressor. Now, the reason I have that doubled up is it's also going with my puncher. Now, when you only have a single, you need to make sure that those abilities are kicking in. If not, this is a smarter chip to go with, which is the control resistor. Now, yes, there's the freezer, the lockdowner, and the suppressor, which are also strong, but only if they're going to kick in and give you an advantage. Now, what I'm doing is right after the 8 o'clock video reset, I'm waiting for my store to reset. As you can see, it's in 24 seconds. And I'll check each store and then quickly do a video reset. And this way, I'm resetting the clock with the video. Now, right before the events change over, we get an update. So the day we get the update, I'll take one of these videos before the 8 p.m. and then right after the 8 p.m. turnaround, where, well, it just switched. So I've got lockdowner. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a control resistor because I have been ignoring those. Now I'm going to just check each one of the stores. I'm not looking for purples there. I will pick up the on kill and the low durability as well. As far as shields, I'm already quite tight with what I have. I will be checking the triangles, and I don't need that. And just to double check that I have checked the defense chips, and I'm going to pause the video real quick and watch the video. Alright, after watching the video, my chip stores are all reset. And I say stores because all of them will be reset. I will be collecting all the ones that I find interesting. And let's see, diamond and circle. I'm not worried about the phase shift. And yep, the only one I'm looking for is control resistor, and it does not make sense to buy it in the gray. And since I'm playing the long game, I'm not rushing it, so I don't need to buy a purple at the moment. So those aren't really ones I'm looking for. So yeah, and sometimes you might want to check the shields too, but I've already collected all my mild damage absorbers. I have a total of 5 of them already in gold. Now, when it comes to these on high damage fixes and low durability fixes, if you'll notice, there's either a set HP, like if you look at the low durability and the phase shift, I can either get 10k rebuilt or 5% of the robot. Now, the percentages really shine when you're above the 1k mark on hit points. So any robot of a decent level that's not extremely lightweight is going to do better with the percentages than they will the block amount. I'm going to do the high damage fix at 48%. So if I take on, I believe it's 150k? No, 100k. It will replace 48% of my durability. Now that could actually equal out if you're smart or have an extremely heavyweight bot, quite like a Kirby where it's almost 300k. You know, that would really balance out. And no, the Kirby is not 300k at max. It is 300k. So if I get hit with 100k damage, it's going to give me actually more hit points than that were taken away. So that's why you kind of want to go with the percentages, and you want to upgrade those chips as high as possible if you're using that for that particular bot. I have it currently on my Skyros, and it's 150k as my total. So 50% of that is 75k. So I get 75k if they hit me with 100k. So that's kind of a decent rebuild. And one way you can buff that is with these repair amplifier chips. It helps you restore your gray damage. So then you can actually make use of gaining that extra hit point. Now currently you see I've got one single repair amplifier. Normally I have two, but I threw two onto my Skyros because they were both level 1, and I figured try to kick it on as fast as possible and get something out of it. I just need to work on upgrading my modules still a bit more. And it's a long trip for upgrading. A lot of silver, a lot of time is required to do that. That's why you see only level 1s there. But on my others, I do have some level 6. That's a 5, a 6, and a 1. These may be all 6s. 6, 5, and a 1. 6, 6, and a 5. 6, 6, and a 6. So yeah, it takes a lot to upgrade, especially when it's 40 million for an upgrade, plus it takes a whole day. And that doesn't include your videos or timing, but 40 million silver is a lot of change. A lot of change, especially since they discounted the amount that you're going to gain by selling Titan items. But yeah, that's just one of the ideas I wanted to pass along to you. If you have any questions about certain chips and things of that nature, control resistor. And once again, I'm choosing the control resistor mostly because my Skyros is equipped with the Fireball rockets. So it's not going to knock into a lockdown or a suppressor or a freeze to reap those benefits. It just, with one chip, it just won't hit it. There are some robots that will, like maybe on a Behemoth with the 4 heavies. You could pretty much add freeze, depending. I could see that working. But it really depends on the robot and the build. But yeah, that's why I've chosen to do what I've done. I'm going to go to... Why did I pick a half lockdown? I don't want that one. I was in a hurry. So I will go to my repair defense. As you can see, I've already got plenty of those as well. Enough to completely have a defense drone line. And that's really where I suggest you start off. Build up your defenses first, and then ease your way into the attack. The attacks being the triangles, the defense being the square and the X's. And I can also see the circles as being an attack as well. But the only circles I really recommend are going to be the control resistor, the freezer, the lockdowner, the suppressor. I would not go with the defense mitigator, since that only applies to the drone weapon. And I would also stay away from the acid sprayer for the same reason. But that's circle chips in a nutshell. And I hope this might have been a little informative. Well, y'all be good, or be good at it. And don't forget, check your drone chip store, all of them, as many times as possible. As you can see, I do it right after the video reset, and I just have to wait that 5, 6 minutes. Each day is a little bit longer because you can't check all the stores instantaneously unless you're only looking for one particular store. And you do want to check all the stores prior to resetting it, because if you reset one store, you have reset every single store. Alright, guys. Well, as I say, be good or be good at it, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Later.